So we got a report of a leopard. We weren't sure it's a male, female. It's in Buffelshoek at the moment, but I think that's a female. I can't see at this distance who it is. I'm just going to get my camera out. Maybe you guys can tell me. It looks like a young female to me. Yeah, let me get my camera. Get a bit of zoom on. How's that? 3 cats already this morning. Lion, leopard, and cheetah. All the big cats are out and about on this sunrise safari. Oh, look at that. Beautiful in the early morning light. Now the big question is, who are you? Brian, any ideas?
No idea.
No idea. So I don't think it's Karua. Look too perfect. If I had to hesitate a guess, oh dear, camera's in all the wrong settings. Oh, there she goes. She's busy stalking impala. I'm not sure who it is yet. Okay, we need to move. Lena says, is it Salahesh or Tandi? I don't think so. We're right on the northern edge of Djuma. Could be Shaluva. I'm just going to let yours go in front of me because he's going forward and I'm going backwards. How's it yours? Nice to see you guys. And now I can turn around. And she's stalking impala. The impala on Djuma. She's on Buffelshoek at the moment. It could be, I think it could be Shaluva, 2013 model, not the 2005 model. It looks like a young female, but wouldn't it be nice if it's a female we don't know? That would be really exciting. I hope you guys got some screenshots. I didn't manage to get a decent shot of her there. But, I mean, I'm happy to have some help in IDing this leopard. If you can, and you think you've got her ID, send it. The answer's through to questions@WildEarthTV or use the hashtag SafariLive. So I'm just trying to see where she's gone. Brian, can you see her? Oh, there she is, top of the termite mound. Look at that, now you often, oh, she's popped down again. Using that termite mound as cover to approach the impala. Lost sight of her now, but she's definitely behind that mound. And you see, oh, there she is. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? I lost sight of her, but fortunately, we have the thumb controlling the camera who kept an eye on her. Yo, you just see her ear there. Karen says it could be Tsakani or Tiani. Now, Tiani was seen yesterday in Sibambili, and Tiani, and Tsakani was last seen south of the Sand River in Sabi Sabi. It is always possible, but unlikely. She's still there, Brian. I think she's ducked down. If she comes out, so exciting. Fingers crossed it's a new leopard for the killer bees. But I think it is, I think the most likely individual is Shilua 2013. Almost like, sounds like a make of car, because you've got the 2005 model and the 2013 model. Aaron's wondering if it could it be the Ingrid's Dam female. Aaron, I don't think so. England's Dam is right on the western edge of Arathusa. The southwestern edge of Arathusa, and we're on the northeastern edge of Djuma. So it could be a female that's coming in from the north in Buffelshoek, but I think most likely is Cheetah. So she's just behind that termite mound, and I'll show you why she's behind that termite mound and why she's just peeking ever so slightly. It's not because she's worried about us. It's because she's keeping her eye on them. There we go. Some impala. So she's busy stalking them. And the reason she's being so careful is because there's a lot of open ground, as you can see, between her and the impalas. So I think she's probably trying to formulate a way to get from there, where she is, to where the impala are. Is that her ear popping up, Brian? Or is it my wishful imagination? I think it's my wishful imagination. So she is behind that termite mound. Maybe it's an unnamed, unknown ghost from the north. One of Djuma's consorts. Okay. So she is still there. There are some vehicles in Buffelshoek who can see her, but she is behind the termite mound. And as I said, we're right on the northern edge of our traverse, northeastern edge of our traverse. But good for us, the impala are in Djuma. So we're just going to sit tight right here. And hopefully she slinks. So I think she's going to come from there, and she's going to use this available cover here in front of us. It's the best way. And then maybe even go a bit further towards the drainage line. And then obviously crossing the road is going to be a difficult part. And then I think she's going to stick in these trees. And I think she's going to come to an impala. Ooh, my alarm's not long enough. So that's the route I think she's going to use to get to those impala. So, as I always say, the most important weapon in our arsenal for seeing the best stuff in the world is patience. So while Brian and I play the patience game, let's go back to Jamie on bushwalk. So we're still not sure who she is. She's still currently just to the north of our northern boundary. And you can see there, she's relaxed around vehicles, which means she's probably grown up in the Sabi Sands, not in the Kruger or the Manuletti. But who she is, that still remains a mystery. I'm still leaning towards Cheetah, but as I said, I might be completely wrong. She's still watching those impala quite intently. It's definitely a young female. You're a pretty lady, aren't you? Just come a bit closer so we can identify you, please. Oh, she's heard something behind her. No, that's bad. No impala that side. Please be impala our side. Was that a bit of saliva I saw drop there? She must be hungry. See how her ears are flat? It's so she doesn't stick out from the termite mound. So they're not sitting upright like they normally would. Now, there was some hyena calling. Maybe she's reacting to that. What are you up to? They're such elegant creatures. And you've got the majesty of the lions. But I would say, if lions are majestic, leopards are chic. That's exactly, I mean, any female leopard would look at home on the cover of Vogue or Elle or any of those type of glossy magazines. Come towards us, please. Please come this way. Don't go the other way. Now, once we identify this female, it's going to be quite interesting to see who she is, where she fits in the grand scheme of things, especially with the ever-changing leopard dynamics that we're dealing with, particularly with females. So normally changing leopard dynamics happens with the males, but at the moment, we've got incredibly interesting female dynamics. Shadow has been pushed into a tiny, tiny sliver, with Salahesh moving further and further to the east. Karula has moved further to the south, I think due to the amount of lion and hyena activity that's happening in the north. And there is definitely a gap in the northern part of what was once Karula's territory for another female leopard. Now, where we are, and a young female with a little bit of chutzpah might be tempted to push in and challenge her for this little corner of her territory. On the Shilulu. And sorry, I just had to point out where she was as Aubrey came past. No Impala. Don't be any Impala behind. Come to the Impala on Djuma. Everyone send this unknown female leopard positive thoughts saying, eat Impala on Djuma. No, it says it looks like that large termite mounds have multiple benefits for predators. Most definitely, it gives them a wonderful spot to survey from. And also, quite often, that termite mound's probably not the best example of that, is that there's often on active termite mounds, there's a chimney or two that stick out. So if they pop their head over there, but keeping their ears flat, to a lot of the animals, it might just look like another chimney on the termite mound. And from a safety point of view, it's a good place because you can survey all around you and make sure nothing sneaks up on you. You can use it to look for prey, and it's quite nice to bask in the sun on as well. Who are you? It's such a mystery. I love a good mystery, don't you, Brian? Aren't you just? I just can't figure out who it is, and that's really exciting. Because normally when we see a leopard within about half a second, we're like, oh, Karula, Tingana, Shadow. But this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Unfortunately, she is a bit far, which is making it a bit difficult. Well, Cheryl says Shaluva has two distinct notches on her right ear. Possibly we could use the camera to check. Now, Brian is going to go full zoom. And on this camera, Cheryl, unfortunately, that is full zoom. So I've been looking with binoculars, and even at binoculars, she's quite far away. But we shall definitely try Cheryl, to see if she's got 2 notches in her right ear. Thank you very much for that, Cheryl. But Cheryl, are you talking about Shaluva 2005 or Shaluva 2013? I'm assuming you're talking about Shaluva 2013 because this is a young female, definitely not an 11-year-old. Where did she go, Brian? I was fiddling with my binoculars. She slinked towards us. Here we go. No, bad leopard, naughty leopard. She's going the wrong way, Brian. Brian, stop it.
I'll try.
Okay.
Not too close, knock it out.
Okay, good. We'll herd her. Okay. Oh. Can someone tell me what Shaluva's spot pattern is, please? If you know Shaluva's spot pattern, let me know. Questions at WildEarthTV or hashtag Safari Live on Twitter. What is Shaluva 2013 spot pattern? So I've got her right-hand spots. Just waiting to get a good one of her left-hand spots. If it is Shaluva 2013, Brian, this is the second time we've ever seen this leopard. But as I said, it might not be her. I don't know. I'm doubting myself for a moment, Brian. I'm almost thinking it might be Tsakani, and that would be incredibly impressive. She's covered many kilometers. No impala. Why are there more impala in Buffalo? Look at her go. You got her, Brian? Okay, I'm just going to concentrate on reversing. I've lost her. I think she's stopped behind that thicket. Oh no, there she is. Oh, she's coming closer to us. That's the best news ever. Okay. Thank you very much. Karen says Shaluva is a 3-3s. There's a Stenbock. Ah, that's what she's so focused on. Okay, I'm going to switch off now. Don't want to affect what's going on. I'm just trying to get spot patterns. So, Brian, have you spotted the Stenbockie? Yeah, so there's about 30 meters. Oh, it's spotted her. No, it hasn't spotted her. Look at that. I love it. Look at that absolute concentration. So the Stenbock is walking towards her. Walking towards her. Hasn't seen her. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that absolute fluid motion. Definitely the chicest animal in the bush. That's why ladies like to wear leopard print, I suppose, Brian, because it just looks that good. Personally, I prefer it on animals. Okay, so the Stenbock is now less than 15 meters. It's unfortunately in a very difficult spot. You can just make it out there. But she is now 15 meters. But I think let's stick on the leopard. Because I trust, okay, base of that fallen terminalia. You got it there. There we go, there she is. Now, fortunately, we've got the fastest cameraman on today. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. We don't want to move the vehicle right now. Oh, sandbox spotted her. And gone. That was so close, though. Brian, I really thought we were going to get a kill this morning. Let's just get it. Oh, she's still hunting it, even though it ran away. Say when, Brian? Oh. How's that? Oh, she's going back to whence she came. The Steenbok's escaped. The Impala is still on Djuma. So let's hope she's going to come down towards Djuma. I think we're going to be, let's keep going. Hopefully we'll be able to get over the bump without starting the car. Oh, no, she's changing direction again. Of course she is. I almost said something that probably got me into trouble. I was going to say, typical female, changing her mind all the time. She's unfortunately delving deeper into Buffel's Hook. And I think we're going to lose her. We are. Okay, we're going to lose her. Unfortunately, she's going deeper into the north. But let me just get on the radio, and then I'll be back with you. Andrew, she's going deep into Buffel's Hook. I'll leave for you guys. Okay, so she's disappearing into Buffel's Hook. Now, quick reminder, I think Karen said Shaluva's a 3-3. Well, exciting news, Brian. It's definitely not Shaluva. Oh, so I'm just going to get away from the sighting a little bit, and then we're going to stop and have a look at the photographs of her sport pattern. Oh. So exciting. It's a new leopard for all of us. I've never even heard of her. I've just had a chat to Aubrey on the radio, and that reminds me I better turn it down because otherwise it'll come through like a foghorn. But apparently her name is Gutula, the quiet one, or quiet, and she comes from the north. And she's got a 4-4 or 4-5, and she was a bit far. But you see, there's a very small dot. It's not so visible on the frontal shot, but if we go to the side shot, there we go. So there's a small dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's on her right. And then on her left, I see a small dot there. Do you see it, Brian? So I think it's a 4-5. So 4 big ones, 1 small one, and the other side 3 big ones, 1 small one. Gutula, the quiet one. And some people were a bit worried about how close the vehicles were to her. They were perfectly fine. I must remember, things often appear a lot closer on our cameras than they actually are. But her reactions around the vehicles were of a completely relaxed leopard with vehicles. And she was more focused on hunting, so the vehicles did not affect her at all. You could see by her body language that she was completely fine. But I just want to go, killer bees, new leopard, yes! Love it, Brian, I love it. Love your work, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I feel like Djuma is our oyster. We are going to find many things. I think since it is World Elephant Day,